Now the chickens are coming home to roost. From the four corners of the earth they come to battle in the Commonwealth Carnage. From Australia, Canada, Cyprus, England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, South Africa and Wales they come. 8 countries, 1 winner survives to become Commonwealth Carnage champion. Who will hoist the trophy? For whom will the crowd roar? Whose hopes will be crushed?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
Tonight, Robot Wars goes global with the Commonwealth Carnage. Now, the countries fighting tonight once made up the British Empire, but these days stick together out of tradition, sentiment and goodwill. Well, all that tonight goes out the window, as they've only got one thing in common: a lust for destruction. There's 8 awesome robots gearing up to fight. So, hey, let the wars begin!
Craig, we stick them together out of centre. Mental mayhem, goodwill to no man with a machine, and a tradition for destruction. 2 four-way melees. 2 survive each battle to move forward. Some will have travelled the world, only to be sent packing again. What an amazing night we have ahead of us. We have 8 machines from around the world, from Australia, Canada, Cyprus, South Africa. This is a true clash of cultures, and it all begins with round 1.
From Queensland in Australia, Bondi-Titch.
Will this serve to Robot Wars glory?
This person has come the furthest that any person has ever come to be in Robot Wars. Where have you come from?
Brisbane.
Australia.
Yeah.
Tell me about your robot.
We got a very big hammer.
A very big hammer. So, do you think it can smash the likes of Firestorm?
Hopefully.
Between you and me, and I'm only saying this because you come a long way, the Corkscrew team have a tendency to throw themselves in the pit if the pit is open. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wedge shaped with a polycarbonate shell and CO2 powered hammer, very manoeuvrable on 2 750-watt motors, top speeds of 12 miles an hour, but very inexperienced.
From Selkirk in Scotland, Corkscrew.
And they hope to screw up a few reputations with this.
Well, they write songs about things in Scotland. Whether we win or whether we lose, there'll be a song about it.
You reckon?
We're not going to be singing it, but there will be a song.
It'll go along the lines of pit.
A completely revolving body with 6 big blades. A total 360-degree killing zone there. Difficult to control, though.
From Belfast in Northern Ireland, Weld-Dor 3.
Once World Championship quarter-finalists.
Weld-Dor team, notorious for being rubbish. And that's a nice way of putting it. You're up against Firestorm.
Yes. Our main worry is Corkscrew, but...
Is it? Why?
Yes. Just, it looks as if it's going to do a lot of damage to us.
I think they're quite angry as well.
Yes.
They've got some grudges.
So we just want to stay away from them so we can get the robot in one piece back to Ireland.
A wedge flipper design with 24-inch rotating blades at the rear, the flipper at the front, 12-volt motors, a strong speed controller, but I question the stamina here.
From Durham in England, Firestorm 4.
Twice placed 3rd in the UK Championships.
Graham, Hazel, Firestorm fame, representing England. The pressure's on. I mean, really, the pressure's on. You're up against the Scots.
Yes.
Those devils in kilts.
Skirts.
Do you think they can beat you? Not a chance, surely.
It'd be the one that I would be most wary of going into this fight. Yeah.
Normally they just throw themselves into the pit, though.
They're quite good at that. They've got it down to a fine art.
Yeah.
shaped again with a pneumatic forward hinge flipper, two-wheel drive and unique active differential. Very powerful, excellent manoeuvrability. Two-wheel drive, though, not as good as four-wheel drive for pushing.
Roboteers, stand by.
To the teams then, Weld-Dor Northern Ireland on the left, Phelim and David Lundy, Bondi-Titch on the right, Matthew and Linda Jennings from Australia. And there on the left, the Corkscrew Heatley family from Scotland and Firestorm, Graham and Hazel from England. In the arena for the house robots, Mr. Psycho and Matilda. Tusks. Gruesome.
3, 2, 1.
We get two machines go through to the second round. Very quickly off the mark was Firestorm. Again, slamming into Weld-Dor from Northern Ireland. Self-righting spectacularly. Corkscrew turning, bottom of your picture. Over goes Weld-Dor again. Can they self-right once more? Phelim and David Lundy from Northern Ireland. Good day. Will it be for the Bondi-Titch Australian team? I think Weld-Dor is done for. They can't self-right this time. You're seeing there the Firestorm combination of Graham Bone and Hazel Heslop. Very powerful. Once again into the CPZ. Weld-Dor taking a heck of a buffeting. Can they get it up and over? They can. Weld-Dor's gone. Northern Ireland out of the competition. The Commonwealth Carnage. Bondi-Titch still in there now. Can they press the pit release? They can. Helped out by Firestorm. Once again, Firestorm very, very strong. Hugely experienced in the Robot Wars war zone. Bondi-Titch, down comes the big hammer. Let's hope those skirts don't come down in the Corkscrew control box. Are they going to spin their way into oblivion again? Very close to going down that pit. Their history in Robot Wars has been dogged by that sort of problem. Oh! The great power as they attack Bondi-Titch. Off came a side panel. Look at this. Corkscrew's revolving blades tearing off a side panel there of Bondi-Titch, flying away. Now we have the exposed innards. Had Firestorm 4 had an axe on board, Bondi-Titch would have been finished there, but they have the flipper. The Australians surfing their way out of the competition, it would seem. A little kangaroo hop is all that's needed. Oh, into the corner they go, and I'll tell you, they're not waltzing Matilda at the moment with anyone. Firestorm 4 means a dance of death with Bondi-Titch. They're in the corner, they need to get out very quickly. OK, so the hammer's got movement, but I don't think the machine is ever again going to get up to 12 mile an hour top speeds. To you, Mr. Psycho comes in. Battle of the hammers. Ha! There's no match. Hammer? That's a hammer on Mr. Psycho. Oh, but good pace away. I was wrong. Bondi-Titch is still moving. Firestorm 4 behind, though. Flips. Not seen a lot of Corkscrew in the last couple of minutes. Down comes the hammer from Mr. Psycho. Little Matthew Jennings looks concerned, and they're out. Flipped and out by Firestorm 4. Spectacular, the English hope, the Australian and Northern Ireland dreams in tatters. There's Corkscrew, surviving to fight on. They've made the second round, and now they're taking on Matilda. Massive power in those blades. Look at the damage caused to Matilda. They've hardly made a silk purse out of a sow's ear. In the same control box, look, and going through Corkscrew and Firestorm. Out, though, Bondi-Titch and the Weld-Dor team from Northern Ireland.
What a fight! Firestorm runs amok. It's bye-bye to the boys from Bondi. The Northern Irish get their fingers burned. Corkscrew the Scots and Firestorm the English. They go through.
From Brisbane in Australia to face and take on Mr. Psycho. How does it feel?
Very weird.
Was it more difficult than you thought?
Yeah.
Were you scared? But you got battle scars from Matilda. You did very well for Australia, so you should be very proud. Yeah?
Yeah.
Congratulations, and thank you very much for coming all that way.
And now go home. Australia and Northern Ireland out. Next up, Canada, Cyprus, South Africa and Wales.
From Vancouver in Canada, Tara Turtle.
The house robots love a slurp of turtle soup now and again.
So Canada against Wales, South Africa and Cyprus. Can you do it?
Well, they have very, very tough robots. They seem to have been in the robot business a bit longer than Canadians, than this Canadian anyway, so we're up against it. It's going to be tough. Turtles are almost gone from the wild, and they may be gone from Robot Wars shortly too.
Oh no! You need to be much more optimistic than that. JJ, can you beat any of them?
I don't know, but turtles are predators.
They're now in the land of roboteering great whites. A wheeled turtle surrounded by a spinning rotor which clears the floor by about 10 centimetres, 90 centimetres along the body frame box section, the sides covered in aluminium plate.
From Cyprus, Cerberus.
Baying from the gates of hell.
Last time I saw Cerberus, I know it's a little while ago, he looked beautiful. He's all dull and lacklustre. Is he not on top form?
He's a bit tired.
For those of you who've never seen him before, he used to be so shiny and beautiful.
But all those other robots scratch him. And they hurt him, so he decided, why should I look pretty?
Mean and menacing dog or a pampered pooch. A robotic dinosaur with crushing jaws, slashing claws and a ramming tail covered in titanium.
From Cymran in Wales, Panic Attack.
A former UK champion, but is it past its best?
I think Firestorm's going to be the one to beat. They've beaten us all a number of times, luckily.
Right. But in this first round, I mean, you're already looking ahead. In this first round.
Yeah, no problem. We will do it for Wales, and
Yeah.
this time the trophy's ours.
Good.
Six-wheeled of alloy and polycarbonate construction, it's able to lift twice its own weight with a powerful push, but self-righting's very slow.
From South Africa, Crustacean.
Once entered the UK Championships and became a heat finalist, has experience.
Are you frightened of the Canadians with the turtle?
Well, he tells me not to be, so I can only take his word for it, but no, I guess not.
Are you frightened of the Cypriots with the legendary dog?
He might have good pushing power, but I think that's all, so we'll have to see.
Are you frightened of the Welsh?
The Welsh...
With Panic Attack?
Panic Attack are good. They are very, very good. They can drive much better than I can, as you know.
How much pressure with the pincers?
A couple of 100 kilos.
A large aluminium shelled crab with two claws, the chassis entirely constructed of 12mm thick aerospace aluminium. Poor control, though, caused by intermittent radio interference.
Roboteers, stand by.
The teams, Panic Attack and Wales on the left, Kim Davis captaining Terror Turtle, the Frizzell family on the right. Crustacean there from South Africa, the Visser family on the left, Cerberus on the right, the Kakufa boys and Alex Wink. They're in the arena for the House Robots Shunt. The double bulldozer blades, and the crushing claws of Sir Killalot.
3, 2, 1.
There we see Panic Attack, winners of the second wars, the second domestic UK championships, putting pressure on Cerberus, spinning away there in the centre of the war zone. Terror Turtle at the top. Panic Attack backs away, the sides protected by those yellow and black striped flanges. There's Crustacean getting in on the action as well with the front crab claws and chasing away down on Cerberus. The surface job dulled, we thought, in the pits. Dulled sensors as well, I should think. There's the pit release. Cerberus in trouble, so too Terror Turtle. Sort of caught on Panic Attack, therefore can be dragged by the Welsh team and almost dredged the pit of oblivion there. Cerberus and Crustacean locked jaws and claws, and Cerberus down, they've gone, and Panic Attack very nearly followed. I'll tell you what, they nearly drove themselves into the pit, Panic Attack. Terror Turtle being pushed away. Cerberus and the Cypriot boys, they didn't last long. Panic Attack being pushed away. Oh, now back in the Panic Attack there. Team on the left is Kevin Pritchard. He was with Kim Davis when they won the UK Championships. Then he went away to develop his own robot. And he's back with Kim once more for this Commonwealth Carnage. And Panic Attack, a cagey and wily performance so far. Kim at the controls there. Brilliant roboteer. Crustacean backing away. Terror Turtle locked into a CPZ, which will allow Shunt to come in. Panic Attack is by far the strongest of the remaining three. But who goes through with them? Terra Turtle, John Frizzell driving there with little 7-year-old JJ alongside him. Terra Turtle being pushed onto the arena sidewall. Now between a rock and a crab pool, and just caught by crustaceans' claws made from 12mm aluminium, driven by a screw jack mechanism, exerting 300 kilos of pressure there. The crab claws and Panic Attack a little push as well. Terra Turtle, are they dragging crustacean, or is crustacean pushing? I wonder. Pit, pit, pit. Oh, now that's interesting. You see Dominic Visser's gloves there. As he moves his hands, so he moves the crab claws. That's the way the weapons are operated. Unique system on crustacean. Terra Turtle, well, they came to laugh, but it is mock turtle out there now as Killock grabs hold. Oh, now what's that going to say? JJ's placard. You got no chance. Crustacean, I think he's trying to help you out by nipping at Sir Killalot, but over goes the turtle. Now this is interesting because that's not in a CPZ, and I'm not too sure whether Killalot should have done that. Meanwhile, Panic Attack is taking on Shunt. Is that wise? Terra Turtle is toppled. The Maple Leaf, is it about to fall? I think this has to go to the judges. Save the turtle, that might come off, because Killalot, for me, has turned Terra Turtle illegally. The judges are going to have to decide on this one. Panic Attack obviously through, but who goes through with it? Three wise men. On the left, Professor Martin Smith, Professor Noel Sharkey, and Matt Irving.
And the judges have made their decision. Although Killalot turned over Terra Turtle, they say it doesn't matter. The winners are Panic Attack from Wales and Crustacean from South Africa!
How do you think the Terra Turtle performed? I know you lost, but...
It was okay. We did do quite a lot of damage to Panic Attack.
I think you did as well. I think it was fantastic. So a little bit of damage sustained down here, I'm afraid, but not too much, so we want to see the turtle back, yes? All right. See you next time.
Oh dear, very sad, but out they go. Canada and Cyprus have gone. In a moment, it'll be South Africa against Scotland, but look at this. First up, England and Wales.
This is it. Wales against England. Panic Attack versus Firestorm. They're evenly matched.
I wouldn't have said that.
Why?
We've beaten them 3 times already.
Yeah, I know, but you are quite evenly matched to look at. I don't think I've ever heard him so passionate. That was Graham being passionate there, wasn't it? Well, you know a different side to him. Kim, you're the vet here, really, aren't you? You know.
He's never got a trophy, so what we might do is... we're a very nice team, and we've got to let them have at least one trophy.
Don't you dare!
We'll try and make it last for more than 10 seconds this time.
No.
Come on, we want a good fight here from both of you, huh?
Which side of the arena do you want them out of?
Oh!
So, 4 countries sent on a long, for some, a very long walk home. 2 more are going to join them after round 2.
Panic Attack.
They actually lost their crown to Firestorm in the semi-finals of UK 3. Kim Davis and Kevin Pritchard.
Firestorm 4.
3 times UK Grand Finalists. Graham Bone, Hazel Heslop.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the House Robots, Mr. Psycho. Horrible eyes. And Sergeant Bash.
3, 2, 1. Debate.
Panic Attack there, representing Wales. And Firestorm 4 from Durham in England, doing all the chasing. Panic Attack, a little bit of panic there from Kim Davis, just steering away. Firestorm 4 up and over. 0 ground clearance on both these machines. Firestorm 4 is the quicker, again using that flipper. Panic Attack turning away, they're behind Panic Attack. Lost an advantage there, actually, Firestorm 4. Now up onto the front prongs, and that's dangerous. Had that been nearer the arena side wall, Firestorm 4 would have been in jeopardy. Now they're on the push once again. Very strong machine. Once again trying to use the forward hinge flipper to great effect. Panic Attack into the CP's head. So too Firestorm 4. Very quick. Good battle this, isn't it? Plenty of experience between the two. I remember Panic Attack losing to Firestorm 3 in the semi-final of the 5th Wars, the 5th UK Championships. Now it's Panic Attack's turn to come onto the attack. Firestorm 4 veers away. Good attack by the Welsh team there. Kim Davis, a fine driver. So too Graham Bone, ever the Robot Wars bridesmaid. Been third in the UK Championship twice. Now Sergeant Bass comes out of a CPZ. Panic Attack dragged away. Caught side on by Firestorm. Turned on its side. Very, very slow to self-right. Panic Attack, if they can self-right at all from there. As Graham and Hazel look on, I think Panic Attack here is finished. Can they come down? They're trying to self-right. The lights are blinking. Kevin Pritchard looks on. There we can see Graham Bone peering out from his control pod as well. A little shove on Panic Attack. Firestorm awaits, the ref bot checks. Panic Attack, I don't think he's going to self-right. If they're immobilised for 30 seconds or more, the ref bot will count them out. Firestorm 4 says, where's your watch, ref? There it is. And the countdown to Commonwealth Carnage Oblivion for Wales begins. The pit release has been sounded. Firestorm 4 wants Panic Attack down the pit. They're out. Firestorm 4 has gone through. And now all that remains is send Panic Attack not back to the valleys, not back to those famous Welsh pits, but down perhaps into our gloomy, doomy pit of oblivion. Hoisted by Mr. Psycho. Oh! And there in the background, Firestorm 4 has taken on the house robots. Panic Attack being hoisted away by Mr. Psycho. Go on, Firestorm! If you can lift Mr. Psycho, that is one heck of a robot. Mr. Psycho, just a glance there of the hammer to say, no, you'd be ill-advised. He's after Firestorm 4 now. Now that Bash was flicked up and over on its side. And no wonder Firestorm's running away here. Get out of trouble. Oh, 6'2", eyes of blue. Mr. Psycho's after you. Firestorm form running away. Where is he? Go on, Psycho, have a look. No. Come back on Panic Attack. Mr. Psycho, after all, likes to hit a object that isn't moving, that is defenceless. He has no mercy. Panic Attack, worthy, but beaten. Oh! Firestorm 4 underneath Mr. Psycho! Can they do it? Look at Mr. Psycho! That is a huge weight! Cease. Mr. Psycho saved by the cease! No! Timber! That's a first! Who on earth is going to haul Mr. Psycho up onto his feet? That'll take an army.
Panic Attack and the Welsh are out of the Commonwealth Championship. Firestorm and the English, they go burning on. Kim. Didn't really go well for you.
Well, I thought it did, actually, but it lasted quite long.
How come you couldn't self-right?
Basically, it self-rights when we're upside down. We were on our side, up against the arena, so I haven't really thought about that. And we managed to get it open, but then Refot went in and damaged it, and it stopped working, so...
And then, of course, Mr. Psycho picked you up and did a little victory dance with you.
Yeah.
Any damage there?
I don't think so.
All right.
I haven't seen it yet, though.
Oh, well, you've enjoyed it again, I suppose.
Great, yeah.
And you're back with your old sparring partner as well.
Yeah, I was back for tactics. It didn't quite work, I don't think. No tactics.
The tactics of defeat.
Yes.
Well, you're an ex-UK champion. We love you competing on Robot Wars. Go ballistic for Panic Attack! Graham. What are you playing at, mate?
Well, someone had to do it, didn't they?
Well, I'll tell you what. First of all, let's talk about panic attack. You had panic attack up against the side of the arena wall. Why didn't you flip him out? Were you just being nice?
No, it was the shape of panic attack. The way that the arms hinged on ours, I don't think we could get them out. So I thought they're immobilised on the side, just leave them there. Wait for them to be counted out.
And then you thought you'd go and have a little walkabout and go playing. First of all, you bash, and then talk me through Mr. Psycho.
Well, I had a go when he was trying to roast Kim over the flame pit. I thought, no, get him away from the flame pit. But he saw us coming, like, got away. And then when he was putting Kim down the pit, I thought, well, he might just be slightly off balance. And he wasn't, but he reversed back on and he got at the right angle and we managed to tip him. So
it took ages for him to tip, though. I mean, his tracks were going like that, and he just couldn't get any grip. And then slowly but surely, boom. Did you enjoy that?
It's great fun.
That was absolutely brilliant, wasn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, what a robot! Raise the roof for Firestorm!
Look, I told you it would take a small army. Derek Foxwell, senior technical consultant, and Chris Reynolds, head of our house roboteers, out there with their boys. And Derek and Chris are doing some of the lifting as well. That's a surprise. Give you some indication of the size. Ooh, of Mr. Psycho. He's not happy, is he? And neither are the Welsh. Confirmation they're out. England go through. Next up, Scotland and South Africa, and Philippa's with them in the pits.
There you go. The emblem that says to South Africans, home.
Hey, hey.
When are you going home then?
Easter.
Not after this battle?
No.
You're sure?
Home is kind of Manchester for a while. So,
well, crustacean.
Yeah.
How's he going to do? Is he not got that much pinch?
Hey, we sorted out Sir Kill a lot.
No,
so,
you did do very well.
Yeah.
That's why you're here.
And we're going to get him now. You know.
He's the wrong size and shape for you.
It fits beautifully. We measured it up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. And Sporting, give us a twirl again. We've had a twirl from the other side. Sporting, the colours and the material and the tartan that says home to the Scottish.
Yes, great.
Now, what are you going to do? Because he's saying you fit perfectly in the lethal embrace that is crustacean.
He might be a little bit wider after we've hit it.
Okay.
Well, there might be the other ends of the arena, in fact.
So you're just feeling confident because you've done one battle on Robot Wars and not ended up in the pit.
Well, that's a good start, yeah.
Crustacean.
A real family affair, this. Ian, Dominic and Michaela Visser with Crustacean.
Corkscrew.
And the Corkscrew team from Scotland. John Heatley, Lewis and Lawrence.
Roboteers, stand by.
And in the arena for the house robots, Shunt with the double bulldozer blades there, look. And Growler, Mr. Psycho's pet pooch.
3, 2, 1.
Well, we've seen the destructive power of Corkscrew's spinning 6 blades, bumping into Crustacean with the aluminium shell. And it's got Corkscrew in the claws. Now, this would be something of an upset if South Africa were to win this, but certainly they're gripping tight onto Corkscrew. But again, who's doing the pushing? Who's doing the dragging? Crustacean 100 kilos, just the heavier. Corkscrew very much the faster. They're bumping around the pit release tyre. Now you can see it has been depressed. And the Corkscrew top has come off. Is it dangling on there? Will that affect the control of Corkscrew? It's had its control problems in the past and they're in. Corkscrew went in first, driven by Crustacean. The judges may well be called upon, but for me, it was Corkscrew who went in first. Growler's on the prowler. Let's have a look. But Crustacean, this could be a famous victory for South Africa. Crustacean getting to grips there with Corkscrew. Pulling, tightly controlled, that unique weapons control of 8-year-old Dominic Visser. Grabbing onto Corkscrew. Down went Corkscrew, Crustacean followed, but for me, the Scots went in first.
The Scots from Corkscrew take the low road, Crustacean take the high road, because they're in the final for you. The South Africans through to the Commonwealth Championship finals. Guys, again, wow, tell me what happened.
Once they got us in their claws, there was no stopping that and putting us down the pit.
It's not a bad robot, is it? I mean, those claws are quite strong, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Hey, what was your game plan? What were you going to do?
Well, just try and hit him, but I didn't do enough damage on the first one there, so he managed to get the old claws into us. And by that time, we were into the wall, and we were just he just had the right angle to grip us.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's been great fun,
You'll come back again?
Yes, we'll be back.
Let's hear it for the Scots. Let's hear it for Corkscrew. Well, that was easy peasy, wasn't it?
No.
It wasn't?
No.
Tell me what was difficult about it.
I couldn't grab him properly.
Well, you seem to grab them easily and take them to the pit and throw them in.
I know, but I didn't put them in the pit properly.
Did you not? Tell me, how do these gloves work?
Well, when I close my hands, it closes the claws, and when I open them,
It opens the claws?
Yeah.
How long did it take to build these things?
Well, the gloves was about a day's work, I guess.
Yeah.
But you had to kind of do a lot of research how to fit them to the transmitter and things like that.
Yeah.
But,
you see, it's good news so far, but the good news has stopped.
Well...
You're in the final.
I know, and?
And you're fighting
Firestorm.
How do you think that's going to go?
If we can catch him, which is hard because he drives beautifully.
He does drive well.
We'll try and do the same trick, I think.
OK, so remember, you've got to be good with the glove work against Firestorm, all right? OK, because we want to see you come through. They're winning too many things, Firestorm, all right?
We'll sort them out.
Let's hear it for them, then. Cross Station!
Bravehearts, the Scots were, hey, well, go away anyway. They're out. And that leaves the Commonwealth Carnage final. England, South Africa.
OK, team. South Africa, give us the flag, give us a twirl. Representing South Africa, Crush Station, against a robot that takes on Psycho and wins.
Scary thought, isn't it?
Yeah. How do you feel?
Yeah. Well, we're not so scared as last time. That big spinner was scary because it could do a lot of damage. But this should be more a test of skill and endurance, I think.
Have you got any chance at all? OK, that's honest. What do you reckon? I mean, that last one, you must be exhausted after that last one.
It was a bit, touch and go for a couple of minutes.
It's great fun though, wasn't it?
It was.
Can you beat them, do you think? Is it going to be easy?
Yeah, it'll not be easy, but we'll give it a good try.
Okay. I can tell that because it's got a slight sheen.
It's
so
the gel.
it's normal cool. It's not your hair gel.
It is.
It's not. It's not. Hold your hand out. Oh, okay. It's his hair gel. Graham as ever cool. Who'll go through?
Well, it's been great to see this international crowd united, or should I say disunited, by a common love for Carnage. Let's see how our finalists got this far. Firestorm 4 impressive throughout, taking on Weld-Dor 3 of Northern Ireland in round 1. Destructive, well controlled. The Irish hopes were done for. Once they had Weld-Dor in the CPZ, they finished it off with a plonk. And they put pay to Bondi-Titch from Australia too. Meanwhile, Crustacean and South Africa were fighting Cerberus of Cyprus. They pitted the dog from hell. While Canada's Terror Turtle were turned turtle by Sir Killalot. The Save the Turtle campaign came to nothing. Over went the maple leaf, and Canada were gone. Round 2, England against Wales. Firestorm 4 flicked panic attack on its side. The Welsh failed to recover from there. Counted out, a very good machine had been beaten and crumpled. Firestorm still looking strong as panic attack was hoisted aloft and finally pitted. Then, look at this. They took it out on Mr. Psycho. The greatest of the house robots toppled. Anything stop Firestorm 4? Mr. Psycho wants revenge. Crustacean fought Corkscrew. Got to grips. Great tactics. Then the drag and pull. And the Visser family from South Africa, in a very accomplished way, were through. So the Commonwealth final, representing England, Firestorm. South Africa, Crustacean. We know about Firestorm. Do they go into this favourites? What do you think? Let's ask Matt Irving, one of the original technical consultants on Robot Wars, one of our judges. And Crustacean, you must be very impressed on the technical aspect, because when they control the gloves up there in the control booth, so the pincers come together.
It's a very clever device. The boy wears these, we call them data gloves, they're not strictly speaking that, but when he closes his hands, the claws and crustacean close. It's probably the cleverest single device we've seen on a robot.
But Firestorm, indomitable strength.
Well, I think they're going to see their match with Firestorm. I mean, if Firestorm, we know, are extremely fast, can drive extremely well, never quite got to the top, but been very near there.
Firestorm for Blighty.
One decisive battle remains to crown our first ever Commonwealth Carnage champion! National pride is at stake as we let the final begin!
Crustacean.
As the claws, nippy, but look at the ground clearance against Firestorm's flipper. I wonder if they'll be smiling. Ian, Dominic and Michaela Visser at the end from South Africa. Have their supporters.
Firestorm 4.
Firestorm 4, 3 times UK Grand Finalist, twice they finished third. Can they add a title now? Graham and Hazel.
Stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, we've got Dead Metal with the serrated saw blade and the front pincers. And also Sergeant Bash, an old coupling there up in the war zone.
3, 2, 1.
If Firestorm 4 can get a quick drive in, this could be over very speedily. There's Dominic with the data gloves. There's an onslaught from Firestorm 4, but I'll tell you what, Crustacean dodged it. And again, though Firestorm 4 buffets, Crustacean has ridden that attack and away and tried to get the claws into use. Firestorm 4 very speedy on the turn though, up to 12 miles an hour. In terms of speed across the arena floor, they're evenly matched. Firestorm 4 drives, Crustacean is caught by Dead Metal. Now we'll see how tough those exposed tyres are. A vulnerable Achilles heel on the crab. Crustacean slams or bounces off the arena sidewall, but Firestorm 4 can come in there and hoist. Crustacean on its side. We know that Crustacean has a control problem. The aerial is situated between the eyes. That has caused problems in the bars. Graham Bone will know that as he peers out. Look at the concentration and the focus. Crustacean on its side. Can now Ian Visser, a computer consultant by trade, right the punctured Crustacean. I'm not too sure they can surf right, not from there. The claws are ineffective. The ref bot checks. Oh, little Michaela. The young South African schoolgirl looked frantic there. And the ref bot counts down the hopes of South Africa, brave Commonwealth Carnage finalists. But this was a small crab in a very, very big pool. And Firestorm 4 are the Commonwealth Carnage champions. At long last, triumph and a title for Graham Bone and Hazel Heslop. And again, they're after the house robots. Or are the house robots after revenge for what Firestorm 4 did to Mr. Psycho? Dead Metal is running away. Firestorm 4's on the attack. And the house robots are running scared. Crustacean on its side, peers out. Sergeant Bash looks on. Firestorm 4 isn't underneath Dead Metal. I think they're just caught by the angle grinder, so they can't flip them out of the arena. In comes Sergeant Bash. They're loving it. I'm not too sure where the Hazel was. In crumples Sergeant Bash's jaws, but it's not causing any trouble for Firestorm 4 at this moment, or is it? Punctured Firestorm 4 now. The house robots robots are getting their revenge. Firestorm 4, Commonwealth champions then. Putting the pressure on Dead Metal, but taking punishment themselves from Sergeant Bash. What a crumpling climax to the Commonwealth Carnage this is. Go on, get Dead Metal out. With the flipper, they're stuck together, they're locked together. But they know the trophy's heading back to the cabinet. Firestorm for the champs.
What an amazing fight. It turned into an exhibition. We have a Commonwealth champion. It is Firestorm! Are you disappointed?
Not really.
Not really. What about you? The magic gloves didn't seem to work for you, really?
Nah.
Nah. What was the problem? You couldn't just get a grip of them, could you?
No. They just moved around.
They just move around. They're very fast, aren't they? Well, crustacean kind of crushed in the end, really.
Yeah, no, and then we balanced on our side, and that was it.
What do you think of the world game now? The Robot Wars is growing so much. What do you think about the standard of the robots around the world?
It's fantastic. I think, you know, it'll take off in lots more countries as well, especially places like South Africa. You know, they love this sort of thing there.
Yeah, well, we can't wait to see it grow over there. Ladies and gentlemen, fine competitors, excellent robot, magic gloves, it's crustacean! What is it with you? Right, let's get the fight out of the way first. Wasn't that difficult for you, really?
I was worried going into it because it's a good robot. And the way it's designed as well. We're a flipper.
Yeah.
They can run both ways up. It's very, very difficult to actually get a good flip on because of the domed shape.
But I mean, very good driving though. Very good, like very touchy-feely. Just leaving him on his side.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You can't do anything on his side.
Exactly, that's right. Yeah, I think that's the only way I could have immobilised him was to do that.
Yeah. And you did it.
I did.
Okay. And then cease was called. End of the battle. But you never listen to the cease, do you?
No.
At one stage I thought, you know, you'd done it once too often, especially when Bash started taking a right good nibble at your backside.
He did, but we've broken something.
Right.
But it had to be done.
The only way we could stop you was to get Dead Metal to sit on you in the end. After all this time, you've won something.
We have, finally.
Yeah, fine. Do you want the trophy?
Wouldn't mind.
I might keep it myself. Oh. Do you want the trophy?
Please.
Show it to the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commonwealth champions, Firestorm! After all the fighting, one country roars. It's the Commonwealth champions of Robot Wars. Bye-bye. Congratulations. Cheers. Never mind.